Should we do a rebranding? Should we be a founder-led branded company? Should it be pure company branded? What should be the marketing strategy going forward? Hey and welcome everyone. It's a Monday. It's day 76. We are going into those final 2 weeks. And we're going to talk a bit about this week, about the plans and goals for afterwards. But obviously, we're getting to the final stretch here. And one of the key things, kind of thinking a bit more long term, is in general a branding strategy for your company. Obviously, I want to talk about cake as well. And what could we do better? What shouldn't we do? And this is something we also reflected a bit on last week on kind of the baggage we have, the upside we have, and obviously branding reputation is always one of those. The good sides, the bad sides. In general, and we talked about this in the past already, I have always led companies from a founder-led, a founder-branded company. With that comes massive upside. You have very cheap marketing. I mean, I think the prime example is Elon Musk. His brand and reputation is so strong and driving a lot of sales for Tesla and for all the other companies. Obviously, X benefits from that as well. But when I look at Cake, for example, I think whenever branding and marketing was done around me, and we've done a lot of data analysis on this actually, the marketing and the branding has been super cheap and very effective. Those customers that state that they mainly came to the platform because of me, generally added more funds, used the platform more, were more loyal. And this is obviously very powerful, very key. Now, there's downsides and upsides to that. Sometimes you may have jealousy within the founder team because of that. You also obviously have a highly dependent company on that founder, right? I mean, this is the same with Tesla, Elon. Same on the cake side with me. And this can also be good or bad. My personality is very polarizing. So obviously I have haters, I have people who really love me. And with that, obviously comes that kind of polarization. You see this a lot right now. Obviously, for example, with Elon engaging in politics, right? And there's a lot of Democrats who just say they don't want to own a Tesla because they are supporting Elon Musk's Republican kind of engagements, right? And it's obviously, I mean, some of it is humbug, but other stuff is makes a lot of sense. And then if you have those purely company kind of branded marketing strategies, they're a bit more faceless. It's a bit harder to kind of get people really associated and affiliated. But at the end, right, it's a way more of a commodity. It doesn't depend on one person as much. And I think it's a bit different in the crypto space. There are obviously companies that are very founder-led. There's companies who are a bit less on. And I think there's goods and bads to that. And so we've started very much with a personal brand tied to the company brand. But obviously going forward, we may actually do a complete rebranding. It's something that we've been discussing. Would be interesting to hear a bit your feedback because now it's this time where this makes sense. It could be that yeah, we change the complete name, the structure, the culture, the colors, the themes, and so on. Or should it be still cake, right? With the good and the bad? Should the new marketing be completely away from Julian and Julian really goes into the background and it's really more on the company side, the company focus? That these are the conversations that we're having. I would love to hear your feedback a bit. What do you think? Do you think it makes sense to have for my brand to be way more hands off and way more in the background, and it's really the focus is on the company? And I mean, obviously, if you ever want to sell the company, it makes a lot of sense to have more of a company focus, right? Sure, because then it's actually sellable. It's a lot more independent, and so that would be an kind of interesting question. And so these are things, right, that are very much in our mind. I think having if we had done that rebranding in those 90 days, I think we would have really lost some valuable time. So I think it was good we didn't do it. But these are kind of considerations to have right now. And so obviously for yourself, so as a CEO or as a founder, I mean, these are the kind of considerations you need to have. Do you want to tie that company with you or not? And that's, I think, crucial to understand. So these are a bit of the thoughts. I'll keep a bit up to date on what we're doing there, but obviously this is a very very fundamentally different approach. So let's see how we're gonna approach this going forward. Would be interesting to hear your thoughts. We're gonna talk about products tomorrow. We're gonna talk about all kinds of ideas during the rest of the week. So make sure you click subscribe and don't miss out any of those good things in those last 2 weeks. All the best, Julian. Bye bye.